Did you know that over 85% of people admit to being held back by fear and self-doubt at some point in their lives? What if I told you that these feelings aren't signs of weakness, but powerful signals for growth? Welcome to another mental health education video. Today we're tackling two emotions we all face or would face at certain points in our lives, the emotion of fear and self-doubt. Have you ever felt like you're not good enough or that you're going to fail before you even try? Fear and self-doubt can creep into our minds, making us second-guess our abilities and shy away from opportunities. But I've got good news for you today. These feelings aren't permanent, and you can overcome them. In this video, I'll share simple, research-backed strategies to help you manage fear and self-doubt so you can move forward with confidence. Let's get started. Fear and self-doubt often act like mental roadblocks. They make you question yourself and avoid risks. But why do we feel this way? Fear is actually a survival mechanism. It's your brain's way of keeping you safe. Psychologists call it the fight, flight, or freeze response. While this is helpful when you're in real danger, like facing a wild animal, it can also get triggered when there's no real threat, like giving a presentation or starting a new big project. Self-doubt, on the other hand, often comes from past experiences, perfectionism, or comparison. Studies show that people who compare themselves to others on social media are more likely to feel inadequate. Does this sound familiar? If so, keep watching. We're about to break these patterns. The first step is to understand your fear. Ask yourself, what am I really afraid of? Research shows that writing down your fears helps reduce their intensity. For example, let's say you're afraid of failing a job interview. Write down what scares you. What if I forget my answers? Or what if they don't like me? Then counter these thoughts with facts. I've prepared for this interview. Or, I can't control their opinion, but I can do my best. Naming your fear takes away its power and gives you clarity. Next, challenge the negative voice in your head. As psychologists, we call this cognitive restructuring. Imagine your inner critic saying, "You're not smart enough." Pause and ask, "Is this true?" Chances are it's not. Replace it with a positive thought like, "I'm learning and growing every day." Research from Dr. Martin Seligman, the father of positive psychology, shows that people who practice optimistic thinking are more resilient and less likely to give up when faced with challenges. Fear can feel overwhelming, but you don't have to tackle it all at once. Start small. If you're afraid of public speaking, don't jump straight into speaking at a large conference. Begin by speaking up in a small meeting or practicing with a friend. Small wins build confidence over time. Neuroscience backs this up by stating that each small victory rewires your brain, making you more confident in the long run. Perfectionism fuels self-doubt. You might think, if I can't do it perfectly, I shouldn't do it at all. But here's the truth. Perfection isn't real. Progress is. Dr. Carol Dweck's concept of the growth mindset teaches us to see mistakes as opportunities to learn. Instead of saying, "I failed," say, "What can I learn from this?" This shift in perspective makes fear less intimidating and keeps you moving forward. So what's the most powerful way to overcome fear and self-doubt? The bold answer is action. As author Susan Jeffers famously said, "Feel the fear and do it anyway." You don't have to wait for fear to disappear to take a step forward. Courage isn't the absence of fear. It's taking action despite it. Every time you face your fear, you prove to yourself that you're stronger than you think. So what strategies to overcoming fear and self-doubt have we discussed today? Let's recap the strategies. 1. Understand your fear. Write it down and identify the real issue. 2. Reframe negative thoughts. Replace self-doubt with empowering beliefs. 3. Take small steps. Break big challenges into manageable actions. 4. Focus on growth, not perfection. Learn from mistakes and celebrate progress. Always remember, fear and self-doubt don't define you. They're just feelings. You have the power to rise above them and achieve incredible things. Now I want to hear from you. What's one fear or self-doubt you've overcome, or what are you working on right now? Share your story in the comments below. You never know who you might inspire. And if this video helped you, make sure to like, subscribe, and check out my video on the psychology of success, a mindset shift. Keep believing in yourself. You've got this. Until next time, bye-bye.